Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our final ingredients discovery session at Food Matters Live, which this one will be focusing on healthy ingredients. On our expert panel, we have Ryan Page, MPD Manager at USN, Miriam Ferrer, Head of New Product Development at Cambridge Nutraceuticals, and Jenny Logan, Product Development and Training Manager at Nature's Aid. Our first company to be demonstrating their elevator pitch will be GELITA. And whenever you're ready, Suzane.
Great, thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. I will briefly introduce the product Tendoforte from GELITA with a focus on sports nutrition. Tendoforte is a bioactive collagen peptide that activates the metabolism of cells in tendons and ligaments, stimulating the natural renewal and repair of these collagen-rich tissues that are highly recruited during exercise and training. Tendoforte came to market in 2018 as the first nutritional solution dedicated to maintaining strong tendons and ligaments. Tendoforte is relevant to all sports. The product assists mainly in training at high intensity while staying injury-free. And this positioning is supported currently by two peer-reviewed human studies focused on reducing the risk of ligament problems from overuse and on accelerating return to play. What makes Tendoforte really an exciting product, in my opinion, is the engagement and the vast number of success case studies that we have been able to gather from real elite athletes in the field. Our athletes, they have reported many benefits, and you will see those quoted throughout the next slides. Benefits such as confidence to perform, ease of use of the product, and feeling protected against injuries, which really brings the Tendoforte positioning to life. With this, Tendoforte has been an award winner in the category with many product launches globally already. Okay, now a question we often get is how a bioactive collagen peptide like Tendoforte differs from the generic collagen products on the market. Well, the bioactive collagen peptides is this collagen at its full potential for the target health benefit. For this, we apply specific controls to the hydrolysis process of collagen so to specifically unlock the functional bioactive sequences of amino acids. And these peptides, they then form a unique pool of potent peptides for that desired health benefit. And we confirm this by testing targeted bioactivity in cell culture assays, followed by confirming the physiological health benefits through product-specific human clinical trials. The great relevance of Tendoforte is that every sport requires a degree of strength, power, and speed, relying a lot on the intact composition of the collagen-rich tendons and ligaments. For example, in performance nutrition, we know that soft tissue injuries are one of the main reasons why athletes take time away from competitive sports, while in active nutrition, for these active nutrition consumers, we observe that many adults who did not grow up like active now want to perform regular exercise, but when building up fitness, workout injuries can be common and demotivating for these consumers. Here we can see briefly the relevant results from our studies to these two groups of consumers. On the left, we see the significant improvements in ankle stability and reduced reincidence of injuries from our first study. In the middle, we see a subset of the data from the same study showing an increased ability to perform sports-related activities such as running, jumping, changing directions, and others. And on the far right, we see the study performed by the Australian Institute of Sport, where we were able to recover twice as many runners who were not responding to traditional rehab therapy. With regards to performance in finished product applications, Tendoforte inherits the versatility and the excellent performance of all products in the GELITA range of collagen peptides, which is easy to apply in all product formats that are used in sports, from powers to now gummies, or from drinks, bars, gels. So with this, I close this introduction to Tendoforte, and I'm ready to take your questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Suzane. Ryan, do you have any questions?
Yeah, sure. So thinking with regards to a brand that sells its supplements into Europe, how might a brand be able to sort of advertise the benefits of an ingredient such as Tendoforte over, say, a traditional collagen on their packaging?
Yes, that's always a relevant question related to the regulation of nutrition and health claims in Europe. The way we do this is, ideally, we recommend that our customers combine with vitamins and minerals, because there will be lots of approved health claims for these combinations for these vitamins and minerals that claim that they are approved to claim an improvement to connective tissue. Yes, so pay attention to that list, as many people are doing now with immunity, for example, in the lack of specific approved health claims. But rest assured that we are on the journey with all of our portfolio developing these clinical trials. Mind you, Tendoforte is a product that is been on the market for only 3 years. We have 2 clinical trials, so we are building the portfolio of studies to make a submission in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you. Miriam, do you have any questions?
I think it would be more a comment. I think thank you, Suzane, for the really good presentation. I guess from our side, one thing that might be helpful for prospective, companies would be also more detailed information about how you could combine it. So you say it can be applied into protein bar, gummies, drinks. So I guess some examples or some help of product prototypes that people could usually apply, especially for companies which might not be such experienced in those types of formats. I think that would be quite helpful to be able to help them with that.
We surely have many of those. Just contact me and we can share a lot of concepts. With Tendoforte in particular, we are now doing concepts even in esports. As a subgroup of the sports nutrition market. So we have a good collection of potential concepts, as you said. Thank you. That's a very good point.
Thanks.
Great. And Jenny, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I would say this is a very impressive ingredient. And Ryan and Miriam had actually already covered the 2 questions I had, one of which... I would add to Ryan's point, how you would point this specifically at tendons when health claims offered connective tissue and collagen support from vitamin C. I don't know how you would target tendons specifically to your consumer, and I think that's a difficult thing to overcome and for people like us to understand. And my other question was over how we would ensure that our customers were getting a 5-gram dose a day, which is what's required for it to be effective. I'm not sure that a gummy would be necessarily a correct approach if 5 grams is what's needed, maybe more a protein powder. So I think, again, to echo what Miriam said, an understanding of how we would give our consumer that effective dose that is required according to the clinical trials.
Yes, that's a good point about the gummies. 5 grams in gummies can sound a lot for the ordinary consumer, that's for sure. But what we observe in sports, and this has grown a lot, is the use of gummies as a easy to manipulate snack during training. So the research here has been done with the use of the product before and after exercise, but we see that a lot of people extend the use for during exercise as well. And energy gummies are a good proposition for this public, let's say. So if a cyclist or runner they go on for many hours, they will be able to consume an amount of gummies that throughout those hours or before or after just can reach, for that particular proposition of athletes only, can reach that intake. So hence I add gummies here, but you are very right. Gummies usually relate to, we have a product for beauty, for example, for doses 2 grams, 2.5 grams, for example. But considering that the sports nutrition people can consume and consume more, we can reach this 5 grams through gummies as a proposition here as well. And of course, getting back to the health claims, the question, thank you, the question always emerged. Like many other specific solutions on the market, we are very restricted. Everybody can only make the same generic claims. However, we have had a lot of launches in Europe. The market is really excited about this product because it's really, truly relevant, unique proposition to the consumers. So far, so good. Our customers are being able to carefully make these claims or work around to make responsible communications with these studies. But what we also see is sometimes the media communicates it for itself. So we see a lot of reports from athletes, articles in magazines, academics talking about it, which bring indirectly the consumers to these products, to these finished products with the solution.